the warm rant hole where I rant about whatever $15 patrons ask me to rant about. You can get one too if you sign up for the $15 tier at DigiBros Patreon. I'm subbing in for Digi today because the rant topic is rant about warrior cats by... His name is in Japanese characters, so I do not know what your name is. My apologies. I'm subbing in because I've been in the Warrior Cats fandom for years and years and years. I got into the books around 2003, 2004 when I was in 4th grade. Found him at Barnes & Noble's, read through the first series in a couple months, loved it, was online, I role-played, wrote my own fan fiction, had my own clans, came up with like hundreds of names for all of my characters. I had my own handle was like Bubble Paw, and I was on Warrior Wish. That was like a really big fan site. And I also had a YouTube channel where I attempted to animate my fan fictions that did not progress, but I did have an audition where I had voice actors auditioning. Not voice actors, just YouTubers. But I didn't actually make a product. There is Alley Cat Nya, who did Warrior Cat animations, and like a whole bunch of other people ended up doing them. And there was, I think, this Chinese animation studio who did a couple chapters of the books. And those are really fun. I was really into the Warrior Cat YouTube scene. Also, yeah, role-playing was fun. Right now I'm actually reading the Warrior Cat books because somebody said I should do a lecture on the Warrior Cat franchise. So I'm like mainly finished with the first book. I don't think I really read many of the books from the New Prophecy. I remember kind of being disappointed at the direction the series took, focusing more on like forbidden relationships, and I just kind of thought it was, you know, getting old. I didn't really care that much about the romances of the cats because, you know, being in places where people are role-playing and reading fan fictions, I just thought that like a lot of independent creators were doing a better job with like writing romantic situations. But I really loved how violent the first series was. Like in the first book, you're in chapter 3 and there's already like dead characters, and it like the first series ends and it's really awesome, and Scrooge is really cool. I really liked the big like special edition volumes that they had. Those were really great. There was like one where Firestar goes and finds StarClan, and then there's the one about Blue Star. Those are pretty solid. I also, yeah, I wrote my own fan fiction. I had a couple chapters written, and I had like a whole story planned where it was a bunch of like wildcats who had to come together and start clans to avoid being wiped out in a natural disaster. And the first chapter was like forward in the narrative, and then I was gonna have like a prequel series where it's about the cats establishing the clans. But in my like first chapter that I was gonna animate, there is a bunch of kids who escape from the nursery, and they're playing hide and go seek, and they run into a cornfield, and one of the cats like runs off into a lawn and gets hit by a lawnmower, and I was like really excited to animate that. But yeah. Animal violence is cool. Warrior Cats is pretty cool.
Do the rat hole. Get out of here. I'm not giving you $15 for this.